What's up guys, it's Eric here, back for another VOD review, and before I get into it, I want to show you guys something really cool, and this is how I actually found this VOD. It is the TFT VOD library for MetaTFT. This is not sponsored, this is just a really cool tool that I want to show you guys. So say you want to find a comp, say you want to know what like a really strong double trouble comp is, because you've never played around this augment before. You can click double trouble, and it'll search and show you, okay, these are VODs from top players, Prestivant, Soju, Sox, this guy who I've never heard of, but you know, he's master, playing this comp. So you can say, okay, so this is how I play double trouble. These are the types of comps I want to go for. And then you can click into this and actually look at the VOD of this game where Prestivant played double trouble. It's absolutely insanity. You can even sort it by units. That's what I did today to find the comp that I'm watching right now. It is a Mascot Reroll comp they're about to get into, but I basically just said, okay, let's look up yuumi, let's look up Galio, and let's look up Nasus, and anyone playing all of these units will probably be playing this reroll comp, and boom, you can get a bunch of VODs for exactly the comp you want. So if you guys want to do your own VOD reviews, check this out. If you want to just watch my VOD review, then let's get right into it. So like I said, I want to do a VOD review of Mascot Reroll because I played this comp last night. It felt insane. I ended up using Think Fast to hit my 3 stars, but you can just roll for them at level 5. And this is a comp that I think it's going to be the new sort of like degenerate one-cost reroll comp. You know, I was watching Dish Soap, who is a very, very high elo player, stream yesterday, and he was all like, all these mascot abusers, all these mascot forcers. It's so gross. I'm just gonna start hard forcing this comp every game because I'm so mad about all these forcers. So if you're someone who really likes reroll, definitely keep an eye out for the openers that can allow you to play this comp. And like, look, we're just gonna hold all the mascots, which is already a really strong opener, but then like if you high roll something, like here, Appies has already high rolled Nasus too, and boom, he immediately goes to scout how many other people are playing mascots. This is a VOD review from Spicy Appies, by the way, who in my opinion is one of the best players in North America, and he's also someone who plays really, really flexibly, so I think he's gonna do very well this set. All right, and boom, I mean, with this opener, I mean, uplink is obviously very strong, but isn't the mascots crown so insane? You can play 3 mascots. Well, you can play 4 mascots. The problem is you're gonna have to only play it at 4. Like, you can't play it right now, but you can play 4 mascots. Sadly, it gives you a Malphite. If it gave you a yuumi, it'd be insane. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's always just mascot crown. Oh, and that's just gonna be our backline. We can even mascot her for fun. Okay. As far as items with this comp, all your tank items are gonna go on Galio and Nasus, and then all of your damage items are going to go on yuumi later because she's a very strong mascot carry. So yeah, obviously you can slam this. yuumi really, really loves blue buff because she has a low mana cost. So a Titan Slam doesn't even, like for someone on like Nasus, doesn't even seem that bad. The other option is to use that bow for like a GS. But I really want to hold this tier to make a blue buff, I would imagine. I'm also trying to learn this comp because I only played it for the first time last night. Like I said, I did go first with it my first time because I think it's a little bit overtuned. But yeah, oh my god, look at this. We make gold here? We cannot, without selling the lulu. Would you ever sell the lulu here? It's like probably not worth it because you're gonna take so much extra damage doing it, but there is like a consideration of just selling the lulu here to allow yourself to make gold, and just putting in the lulu 1 instead. But like, it's a prismatic lobby, so you probably shouldn't play that greedy with your HP because you could just die. So I'm very happy to just hold on to the lulu here and chill for a bit. But yeah, I'm really hyped to see how Appies ends up playing around this comp because I found it very strong. Oh my god, he hit the yuumi already. The thing is, Lulu's probably still stronger than the yuumi right now because she's a mascot anyway, because we have the +1 mascot. I'm actually interested what unit he ends up mascotting, because like you can really do anything here. It's probably going to be one of the supers, like Lee Sin mascot. My god, that'll be gross. It's also really nice to have the +1 mascot just so that you can hit 6 mascot pretty quickly. The only thing with this comp is you're going to roll a lot at level 4 and level 5, or as much as you can at 4, but mostly at level 5. So, like, you're not really going to be going like fast level 6, fast level 7 to get 6 mascot in, but it's still nice. All right, so I would look for tier here. We can't get tier here. I mean, tier sucks. So a frontline item seems fine. Looks like he's actually looking for the Giant Spelled yuumi, which seems quite strong as well. The only problem is, like, what are you building out of Giant Spelled here? Let's go back and look at what his items are. It was tier, I mean, a sword wouldn't even be bad. I'd like to take one of the 3 costs, best case scenario. What, we could go for, like, a Sunfire Cape. I wouldn't be mad for Sunfire Cape here, or Gargoyle, something out of this cloak. I think would be really strong. So yeah, maybe like a second gargoyle seems dubious. You could even go glove here. Yeah, it's kind of an awkward carousel. He looks like he's gonna go for the Yuumi though. I would probably go for like a bramble vest or something, scout the lobby and see how much we need another frontline item, but I really like taking a 3 cost here. But he's gonna go for the Yuumi. Maybe there's some kind of, like, Morello's I don't think is that amazing on Yuumi. She doesn't hit like a ton of units, but she does cast relatively quickly. I mean, best case scenario, you can get a spat and then, oh my god, and then pop off Mascot spat. Okay, so he just wanted to make Sunfire. I think that's completely reasonable. Yeah. So you spend 1 gold to make Sunfire instead of like a Bramble Vest or something. I think that's quite reasonable. Okay. How much gold is this bench? Yeah, we still can't wait. Can you sell, and make 20? I'm actually surprised he doesn't do that right here. Like allowing yourself to make 20. I don't really care about Lulu 3. I guess maybe he's natural 6 Lulu, so he's gonna layer on Lulu 3 maybe? That's not the worst idea. I'm actually curious to see, because like I said, Appies is a very flexible player. I could very easily see him playing around this Lulu, even though it's not like in the comp. But you know, he just sees, okay, I high rolled this, I'm gonna play around it. But we'll see. It's a really, really good loss, by the way. 2 unit loss. He's 78 for loss streak. Oh my god, and he's natural a lot of good stuff. All his 2 stars already. So the way I played this comp yesterday is that I hyper rolled a little bit. I've seen a lot of people hyper roll just a tad bit this set, so roll down to like 33 gold at 3-1 so that you can hit some of your units 2-star. The problem is like he's hit everything 3-star already, so I'm curious if he actually ends up like hyper rolling here at all. Like, my god, this board's so strong. He should have tried to lose this. This is a mistake. Like, there's no reason to win this fight here. I know your board's quite strong, but he should have scouted a bit more and seen what the rest of the boards look like. Potentially just like taking out Malphite for something. But like, you actually lose a lot of econ winning this fight. I mean, it's probably going to end up being like 6 gold because he might win at 3-1 as well. I know his board's very strong and he's just saving HP, so it's not the worst thing. But yeah. Okay, there's blue buff. Blue buff GS. Sounds perfect. You can sell Jax. Yeah, he's just immediately slamming it all. That's the giant spell there. Already hits the Yuumi too. Oh, and he goes 5 here. Wow, really interesting. Okay, so he doesn't want to level. He doesn't want to like hyper roll at all here. I mean, he's pretty poor, so yeah, I think it makes sense. I think this actually makes perfect sense. You haven't hit a ton of econ. You've hit so many upgrades already that like hyper rolling here doesn't make that much sense. I think we're just gonna roll at 5. I'd be surprised if he ends up rolling at 6 though. But yeah, this board's pretty strong. He might end up just playing Lulu 3. So this is like the really nice thing when, you know, the really nice thing about really good players is they know how to play flexibly like this. If you go Heart Crown, it'll be pretty easy to get 4 Heart in, or you can go Featherweights. I think Featherweights is way too good to pass up in this comp, so pretty much always take Featherweights here. But Heart Crown's really good as well. But I think Featherweights, especially because like your entire board right now is 1 and 2 costs. You play so many 1 and 2 costs. It's absolutely insane here. He is thinking a long time on it. Heart Crown's definitely not bad. Okay, so this is his board. He still needs to hit Lee Sin to get supers in. I'm curious what his board's gonna look like because like level 6 could just be Alistar and he could just skip the supers entirely, but the fact that like you have Malphite, probably don't want to do that. I mean, right now he just wants to econ up to 50, I'm sure. But, like, here's a situation where holding all these Lulus is gonna cost you 1 gold. So yeah. Okay, he's actually gonna sell the GP. So he's not actually looking to get supers in. Interesting. Yeah. But like, I mean, it's very interesting. It's just, I think the supers version is gonna cap out a lot higher, especially because this is like a Lulu 3. I think Lulu 3 is a lot weaker than Yuumi 3 is gonna be. I like this a lot, putting Lulu on the 3rd row, because the way her ability works is she shoots the bolt and then it flies through a little bit longer. So ideally you want her to be a little bit further up so that she actually can potentially reach someone on the 3rd row or even the 2nd row sometimes. So like, I've been experimenting with like putting Lulu on the 2nd row if you have enough front line. Like, I think like, see in that fight, if Lulu's on the last row, she doesn't hit the Sona there, but because she's on the 3rd row, she does actually end up hitting Sona. So makes a lot of sense. You're just looking for a giant spelts item to finish here. Could just be Warmogs. Seems very reasonable. You could also look for a damage item like a rod. Yeah, I think Warmogs is fine here. Okay, he goes for it. Yeah, just completing your item. Playing very, very like tempo, basically. Just slamming all your items immediately, but he's playing a reroll comp, so saving a ton of HP. Ooh, okay, so now we can just slow roll. Boom, that's That is Lulu 3 already. So it's kind of interesting. Oh, he's going to roll a little bit? Okay, yeah. You don't really need to roll that much. I'm surprised. Like, he really is not at all interested in getting those supers in, but it's going to be so useful once you hit everything 3-star. I mean, maybe he's just saying I'm going to give up on hitting GP3 because it's pretty unlikely, given the fact that I already have so many of the other units, but, like, you only have 3 Nasuses. Interesting. I wonder if he will just opt to not play supers at all and play 6 Mascot at 6. And then, like, 7 and 8, I feel like you could get in supers, but maybe that's too far off. All right, that's so many. Oh my god. Really nice. Really nice rolling. Oh, and he also even sells the Lee Sin. Interesting. Yeah, I think it's, I don't know, maybe he saw, yeah, wait, let's go back. Because when he scouts this, maybe he saw that it was, like, super contested, and that's why. No supers there. Supers there. Maybe it's, I don't know. I didn't think there was anyone who was really hard contesting this. This is also really nice positioning from him, though the only problem is having the units in the 3rd row in this matchup means that Viego can hit frontline and backline, but it is nice to just spread your units out so Viego doesn't get a ton of value. But yeah, look at this Galio unit as well. Like, it's not only that Yuumi is insanely strong in this comp, but, like, Galio as well is a monster at 3-star. Like, look, he's already 2-star, and I know he's got 3 items, but still. When I played this comp, I hit the Galio hero augment that, it's not the Justice Punch one, it's just the one that gives your team extra armor and MR, and that one felt amazing. Oh my god, he just hits Alistar for fun. We should have, okay. Like, he shouldn't have picked up that orb because it actually exploded into something. He's gonna have to sell Alistar here if he runs out of bench space. Okay, he doesn't run out of bench space. Yeah, I think hyper rolling down here makes perfect sense. Down to 30, hit your pairs, okay, and then you just chill for a little bit longer. So yeah, 2-star unit is, or 3-star unit is a decent place to stop. His board's really strong now. He really still wants to hit Galio 3, but outside of that, it's a really good spot. And looks like he's just gonna go 6 mascots and no supers. I think supers is just so easy to fit into this comp, but, like, yeah, it's acceptable. All right. Yeah, and then it has to be Nunu, right? Nunu's your 6th mascot very easily, and yeah, I mean, this is incredible. And the other ones are just really awkward to fit in. He just puts it in here over Nasus, because the problem is you don't want to go fast level 6 because you need to hit this other stuff. Even, yeah, he sold the Alistar here, because he just doesn't need it. Okay. So this augment really wants a very tanky Nunu, but the nice thing is that all your other mascots are going to make them tankier by being mascots, giving him a bunch of HP regen. So not the end of the world, but Nunu with no items. We will definitely want to prioritize Nunu items now. But he's already received 6 components, so he's actually high rolling items. Or no, he's only received my 6 components. I meant 12. He's received 10 components so far, so he's gonna get at least 1 more item. I wasn't counting the ooh, okay. Oh yeah, you just send it here. That's beautiful. Yeah, and then you can go 6 because you want to roll for Yuumi on 6 anyway. So yeah, I mean, once you hit so many pairs there, yeah, you always send it basically. And I mean, really fortunate that he actually hit everything there, just like that. I'd be interested to check the damage graph and see how much damage this Lulu is actually doing, because I feel like she's, like, not a very useful include on this board, but he did hit her level 3, which saved him a lot of HP. And I mean, maybe, I don't know, she's kind of doing work. I'll look at it. 4.6? Okay, not that bad. Ooh, another Nunu with Rod wouldn't be bad. I mean, yeah, I'd go for that, man. Oh my god. That's so fortunate. This spot is so illegal. Like, if he can hit Nunu too, the problem is he's so low leveled, right? He's still level 6, so you actually can't natural a single Nunu here. But you definitely want to stay low level, and normally you want to stay low level and roll for Yuumi, I guess is what I'm thinking. In this scenario, maybe there's an interesting, like, you could just skip it, but I mean, you're so close to Yuumi 3 that you probably don't want to. But like, the thought is that, like, you're carrying Lulu anyway, so like Yuumi 3 versus Yuumi 2, both with no items, I don't think it's a huge difference, but he might want to just move items to her later. So I definitely think it's reasonable to go for a 3-star, and if he does end up getting supers in at level 8, then, you know, it seems pretty reasonable. Okay. But yeah, I mean, he's only 2 off. You definitely wait out the minions round and then just roll it down at 5-1. And then once you hit, you can start thinking about pushing levels. I still think it's definitely gets supers in, but his board's not weak by any means right now. So yeah, it's been a very smooth game. A little bit high roll, but I guess we'll see what this comp can do from a high roll spot. Because I felt like my spot yesterday when I played it was like decently high roll, and I just went like almost uncontested first. It was like kind of close between me and second place, but outside of that, it was like really easy. We'll see what this comp does here. I'm down to not roll here. Like, it's possible you get an orb with 2 Yuumis in it, but you could also roll before you pick up the orb. But yeah, I think it's pretty... Oh my god. I guess it's Deathcap Nunu. And then this... So, like, Morello's is a fine item. I mean, Gwyn... Oh, wait. He got this as well. I didn't even see this. Okay, well then, yeah. I think Bramble's the best one by far. Because, like, Sunfire, you don't really want another Sunfire. Morello's is okay, but we already have Sunfire, and it's not insane on... I mean, it's good on Nunu, but yeah, I think you just want more tank stats. Okay. Yeah, I would... Ooh, he actually just levels here. Oh, this is interesting. So because he's... Oh, yeah. That's really nice that you can actually just get Gadgettine in here. I didn't even really think about that, but yeah, you can just add Gadgettine here with Annie. And she has really good synergy with Alistar. The problem is, like, it's kind of awkward to add Alistar as a 7th mascot. Okay. So yeah, he doesn't actually end up prioritizing, but he's going to hold the Yuumis on bench and just hit them at like level 7 or level 8 probably. And he is holding the 2 supers, which I think makes a lot of sense. You're going to want Annie. Okay, he immediately cuts Gadgettine. Okay, and just goes, okay, yeah. So you have to get the supers in. I think that makes perfect sense. And yeah, I mean, it's definitely stronger than Gadgettine. He's still going to hold on to them. I'd look at just making 10 gold here. But yeah, okay. So he does end up just sort of like giving up on the Yuumi, which I think makes a lot of sense. This is a really well-played game. Just very, like I was talking about, Appies, he's just like a very flexible player. Like he just hits the Lulu 3 and bam, he plays it, which is not a unit that you normally play in this comp. Normally you're carrying Yuumi, but hey, hit a 3-star unit for free? Why not play it, right? There's no way. It's definitely supers here, for sure. You could maybe think, but like, I don't even really want to get Zoe in here over like, I don't know, at this point, you can just start putting in, like, really good flex units like Janna and Fiddlesticks and Urgot and stuff like that. So, like, at that point, I don't think the Gadgettine is that valuable. It's also, like, I mean, most of the Gadgettine items are quite good here. Anything AP or tanky can go on Nunu. The RFC is not great, but it still gives Nunu some extra movement speed. But yeah, I'd make 20 here. Interesting that he really likes this always. Oh my god. You could just take the Nunu 2 here. Oh my, wait, it's Mascot Spat, though. It's always Mascot Spat. Oh, this spot is so illegal. So now all he has to do is find Alistar and he can play 8 Mascot. He could look at going 9 here for it, for just the full capped board. Or he could just roll down for it. I think he's so healthy that he can just chill for a little bit, but yeah, it's a little scary because the only thing is, like, if you want to play it on this board without going 9, then you have to cut supers, which sucks. So ideally you just go 9 from this spot, and I mean the board looks very strong right now. So yeah, I mean if he keeps this win streak, then yeah, he can easily just go 9. And maybe natural Alistar on the way, or just hit it at 9. Boom, another GP. GP2 is gonna be lit. But yeah, it's like so nice to... It's so easy to fit supers into this comp because Malphite's a mascot. So it seems... It's just such a really nice comp. Like, just so easy to put together. And normally you end up carrying the Yuumi, but I mean, getting in another heart unit is definitely not bad. It's just you already have heart in, so it's just like 3 heart, which isn't insanity. Gotta kill that Leona. Oh, okay. Still though, yeah, I mean, their board looks very, very capped. He's, oh my god. Okay, actually the Lulu seems insane here. I was kind of a Lulu doubter at the start. I thought she's gonna be a bit worse than Yuumi, but my god. This Lulu's actually doing insane work. 3-star, so pretty good. I'm actually shocked. I did not think this Lulu unit was that strong. Okay. He's really hoping to just natural an Alistar here so he doesn't have to roll down for it, because like, he would be rolling for just one specific unit. Just for the blue buff for Nunu? Oh. Huh, I never really thought about that. Oh, and he's just gonna level here. And, oh, it's the Alistar, okay. I mean, his spot's completely illegal now. I don't see any world where, I mean, yeah, I don't think he should ever lose a fight now. This is like an insanely capped board, especially if he can hit Nunu too. Like that's, look at that Nunu go. I mean, I know we're on 2x speed, but still. But his board should have so much healing. And he has this Nunu scaling up that does extra damage, and the Lulu. Like there's just no way. We can almost skip the end of the VOD, but it's fun to watch these. And then he rolls down for Nunu too, because he just wants to kill this guy before you even get to the carousel. Just like, yeah, win as quickly as possible to give them no chance of hitting anything else. It's like maybe there's some way they could change the fight. Zed's going on to Lulu here. I mean, she's still quite tanky with Mascot, so it's not like he's gonna one-shot her, but she could end up dying. Yeah, like, look at all that healing onto Lulu. She lived for quite a while. And now, I mean, it's a Nunu too. Is a Nunu 2 diff, maybe? And yeah, that's just them dead. Oh my god. What an insane game. Okay, so yeah, this is the Mascot Reroll comp. I think it's gonna be like the new Degen Reroll comp that everyone is interested in forcing. If you want to see more VODs of people, you can just go here and check out some VODs. Maybe I'll do some more VOD reviews from here. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please interact with it in some way, like, comment, and or subscribe, and check out the link to my Twitch down below. Thank you, bye.